What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us here at TGeekdom. I know this is coming out a little bit late, but I've been having some technical issues. With that said, let's get started. This is Krypton Season 2, Episode 6. Well, where did we leave off last time? Oh yeah, Lyta getting her throat slit on live feed for all of Krypton to see. Well, seems Jax is wanting to really rub it in by playing the scene on an endless loop. Talk about dick moves. Well, up on Wegthor, all is not well with the rebellion. Jax and Val are arguing the merits, or shall we say the disaster, of what Jax has done. A true debate of right and wrong, moral and immoral. In this, Val is far more persuasive and the rebels turn on Jax. Hal-El rises again. Okay, so it's Kryptonian politics, fates flip on a coin toss. Bet Jax won't be out for long. Meanwhile, General Zod still a little pissed after watching his mom die over and over and over and over and over again, when one of the Sagittari tells him they've been able to cut the continuous broadcast of Lyta's murder. Well, let's just say there's now an opening position available in the Sagittari rank. But maybe there is a light at the end of the dark tunnel for Zod. Nyssa is on her way with the Codex. General Zod contacts the rebels on Wegthor and makes another deal with Val this time. Send him Jax or he will destroy Wegthor. Being the moralist, Val is not going to play this game, but how's Val going to walk this fine line? Zod gives him a deadline, Kryptonians and their deadlines. Back on Kandor, Nyssa is met by two Sagittari escorts. When they start pressing her for proof that she has the Codex, she becomes a bit aware that they're not intending for her to live. She whips out a blade and takes down both of them. As other Sagittari show up, she runs off. As she turns the corner, bam, it's Seg. Oh, and the Sagittari following her. That's Dev and Jaina. Surprise! Nyssa tells them her plan to return the Codex to trade for Core Vex. She says not to worry, Val rigged the Codex if Zod tries to weaponize it. Now, Daddy Seg, let's go save our baby. And the winner of this year's Big Ass Gun Award goes to General Zod. Seems Zod's had his people developing a weapon to blow up Wegthor. And they're almost done with it, but they're waiting on the Codex to truly unleash the devastation of this weapon. Damn, I guess Zod'll have to wait. Meanwhile, back on Wegthor, in her holding cell, Jax yanks out some circuitry from her bionic arm. You didn't think she just had a biotic eye, did you? Well, whatever this is, she's going to use it to escape. Jax is always full of surprises. So it's the big event. Nyssa's brought Zod the Codex, but as with all Kryptonians, there's always a catch. She's rigged it so it only responds to her voice, and she won't say anything until she sees Core Vex. So Zod brings him to her. She orders all the guards out of the room and activates it. Zod, thinking he may still need her, tries to play on Nyssa's ambitions, but she's not buying it. I mean, seriously, would you trust Zod at this point? Thinking he has her under control, Zod doesn't think anything of the fact that Nyssa walks to the window when suddenly she deactivates it and jumps off the edge. And it's Seg for the winning catch of the game. He caught Nyssa and Core Vex in a skimmer and heads out, but not before he gets a few shots on the skimmer. Skimmer insurance on Krypton must be pretty expensive. As they're flying in the Outlands, we see those hits Zod got on the skimmer are causing massive power failures, and the skimmer starts to fail and heads for a crash. But Brainiac suddenly pops up in Seg's consciousness and offers his help. Reluctantly, Seg accepts and is able to regain control of the skimmer, but this letting go of control to Brainiac is going to cost our hero in the long run. Zod takes the Codex to his weapons developer, make my big ass gun bigger and badder. As Emperor from Star Wars would say, do it! So after Jax escapes from her cell, she doesn't get far and runs straight into Val, Chem, and Adam. Seems in the quick time she was out, she fashioned a bomb to blow up the service elevator to Krypton, trapping the Sagittari on Wegthor and blocking Zod's delivery chain. She has a compelling argument to Val, hands him the device, and says it's his choice. But again, there's a catch. Of course, there's a catch. Seems by doing this, a lot of innocent people are going to die, but we'll keep the rebels alive. Quite the moral dilemma, Val. Again, what will he do? Val tells Jax to run away and save the pain of having to turn her over to Zod. The weapons developer has finished the big-ass gun and the Codex, but with another catch. There was a failsafe installed on the Codex and will prove to be a problem for anyone trying to use it for destruction. The developer stresses to him just how much destruction it can do, but it hasn't been tested. In epic Zod fashion, he says, "Give it to me. No time like the present. I know just where to go." Seg makes a little deal deal with Brainiac to save Wegthor. Brainiac offers sugar plums and candy canes in his fantasy world he's trying to sell to Seg, but this will not turn out well. And in our last scene, we see General Zod in the Outlands looking for Doomsday. Seems he wants to test his big-ass gun on him.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
As Doomsday charges at Zod, the scene cuts away. Well, guess we're gonna have to wait till next week, which thankfully is going to be today, because again, the video came out a little late. But guys, thank you for staying with us. This has been TGeekdom with your Krypton recap. Hit that like, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time.